Hey everyone, so I just gotten seeing the advertisement of on TikTok of the 1987 classic. Um, this will be serving as essentially a remake series of that film, Fatal Attraction. And my first thoughts basically you know, that movie is incredible, really. I did a review on it on YouTube too, actually, revisiting it. And Glenn Close was nominated for it, but didn't win, of course. Nothing new there, but she deserved it. And it also stars Michael Douglas and Archer, which was great as well. Um, the whole concept is really chilling, and the performances were great, especially Glenn Close, and Archer was really good as well. Michael Douglas is good, but the two females are really good, particularly. And this series is going to star Joshua Jackson, from the Mighty Ducks and the Skulls, and Lizzie Catman from another series, Simi King, Castle Rock. She was great. She definitely was on point as capturing Kathy Bates' essence of the character. So she did great as that. I don't doubt she's going to be great in this. Um, and as far as Joshua Jackson, he's good. I didn't recognize him at first because he has aged since I last seen him, which he hadn't been in much either that I've seen. Uh, but yeah, there's only so far they can go with this, obviously, given the story, so it's gonna be limited, I'm sure. Um, they've already redone this story so many times with different names. Swim Fan, Obsessed, Fatal Affair, which I thought was terrible. Even Fatal something with Hilary Swank. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of them. Swim Fan, I think I said that already. Um, Fear, you know, countless others, but it's still a good movie. Some of them are good still. I just feel like they try to rehash everything in that movie, particularly where it's just copy and paste all the time. The cake is taken and obsessed, and there's a big showdown at the end, and they show up at the work and say they're pregnant and stuff like that, and they need to go a different route. Like, I think personally, if they're gonna do this, at least they're following obviously the movie Fatal Attraction because that's the name of it, and you know, um, the character's name is Alex. But um, so I'm not worried about the casting. That's set, but they need to do something different. Obviously, I hope like the original deleted scenes of the film. Alex doesn't go to their house at the end. There's not this big confrontation, big showdown, which I loved, honestly. Um, but in the deleted scene, she commits suicide, and uh, then Michael Douglas's character Dan is I think either accused of murder or something, but then they see her suicide note. Um, but I mean that would be a little underwhelming, but it'd be different. You could still maybe have a showdown or something like throughout the film or something, but because there's several occasions when they do when it comes to her house first in the movie, and it's like stay away from my family and everything. And she's like, all it takes is a phone call. Uh, but yeah. Fun fact: Glenn Close actually wasn't aware of the stigma against mental illness at the time, and she felt bad being in the movie and portraying this character in a dangerous light because it only adds to the stigma of mental illness, and obviously for film's sake, it is exaggerated. Um, but it doesn't make it any less entertaining. Um, but because it puts them in a bad uh prediction, or not prediction, but predicament, I guess. Uh, but I don't know. I'm not that excited given everything I've mentioned. Um, I am curious to see it. Um, of course I'll see it. But as far as retelling of the story again, uh, like, and it's Glenn Close, like, she can't be topped. Like, I mean, sure, Meryl Streep, I guess she can, but I don't know. I think she's equally good, really, in reality. Just didn't get as much recognition as Meryl Streep does. Um, but anyway, I really hope that like they don't copy and paste in this series. Like they go their own route. It is based on the novel, so maybe by James Dearden, I think. So hopefully they'll follow more from the book, even though I haven't read it, but just add something new, definitely. Or otherwise, what's the point? Um, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Yeah. Um, it'll definitely be more explicit and saucy, probably. But I just as far as um it being a different director, it could be a totally different tone. That's why I get nervous when there's always a different director because it really can screw things up. But this again, it's a different version, probably, somewhat. Um, because the trailer was more like a teaser, it didn't show too much, which I like, but also keeps you cautiously optimistic because you don't know what to expect and it could be bad or good, for better or worse, whatever. But we'll have to see. Um, as far as the original, I love it, so that still holds a place in my heart. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this new series coming up April 10th, I think, or something like that. 30th, maybe. But anyway, yeah, that's it.